I want to come out and apologise because I feel, you know, it's appropriate to make that apology to the people who came to the press conference and the viewing audiences. I sincerely apologise, and I'll try and improve. But
John Fury fears no man, fears no man on earth, no matter what they've done, no matter what the accolades. John Fury only fears one person, and he's not even of this world. That's God Almighty. Here I am! Any man alive wants to fight John Fury? I'm here!
It was quite threatening, actually, and quite, you know, if I was a bit of a snowflake, then I'd have been upset, I'd have been offended by it, because it was threatening, he was calling it on, and he was saying basically watch your back, and you don't want to go back to prison, so he needs to be careful, doesn't he?
And we'll see how that progresses now.
Is there any truth in the $100 million rumours?
100 million, yeah, that's the number. I mean, it's massively defamatory, and also, you know.
The controversy has pushed this story to an entirely different level. Whether people agree with the behavior or not, one thing is undeniable. The attention surrounding this potential showdown has exploded. The boxing world is talking about it, fans are debating it, and interest continues to grow with every passing day. Many analysts believe the noise surrounding the situation is distracting from a simple reality. At 60 years old, John Fury still carries enormous confidence and intensity. But confidence alone cannot overcome the physical demands of a professional boxing ring. Experience, conditioning, and endurance remain critical factors when discussing any serious contest. Several respected voices within boxing have...
Just want to make a quick apology for my inappropriate language yesterday. You know, it's unacceptable, I accept that. You know, but emotions run high, we get involved, and it is the fight game, it was pandemonium. You know, but let me sincerely apologise for my outburst of language. You know, I wasn't alone doing it, but I want to come out and apologise because I feel, you know, it's appropriate to make that apology to the people who came.
Pointed out that there is a major difference between creating headlines and competing against a proven former world champion. While John Fury's passion keeps the conversation alive, surviving against a fighter with elite-level experience presents an entirely different challenge. Dominic Engel offered a straightforward assessment, arguing that Carl Froch's years of elite competition would give him a significant advantage. His point was not about personality or promotion, but about the realities of professional boxing at the highest level. Skills developed through years of championship competition cannot be easily replicated. Carl Froch himself remained calm throughout the discussion. Rather than matching emotion with emotion, he responded with confidence and composure. Many observers interpreted that attitude as a sign that he is
I'm a real person, I'm not a fake person, nothing scripted, it just happens when it happens. But again, I apologise for my inappropriate language, and if I've offended anybody, I'm deeply
fazed by the headlines and focused only on what would happen if the rivalry ever moved beyond words. Adam Smith echoed similar thoughts. Having covered World Championship boxing for decades, he emphasized that Carl Froch still carries the mindset of a fighter. According to Smith, that mentality never truly disappears, especially for athletes who have spent years competing at the highest level of the sport. At the same time, nobody questions John Fury's toughness. His reputation for fearlessness has been built over decades, and even critics acknowledge his willingness to confront challenges head-on. That reputation is a major reason why the public continues to be fascinated whenever he becomes involved in boxing drama. After the controversy, John Fury appeared determined to show that he remains unapologetically himself.
He'd like to play the Cobra down, but he can't because I've got the backing, I've got the credentials. You know what I'm saying? He can't rubbish the Cobra and say that I don't deserve to be where I'm at.
His message was simple. He has no intention of backing down from anyone and believes he can still compete with the same intensity that has defined him throughout his life. That confidence is exactly why the debate continues. Supporters view it as proof of his fighting spirit, while critics argue that determination cannot replace the realities of age and elite-level competition. Now the discussion has shifted to one question. If this rivalry ever moved beyond interviews, press conferences, and public exchanges, what would actually happen when emotions are replaced by punches and words are replaced by action? The answer remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. The boxing world cannot stop talking about it.
And if he does it again and he's over, he's going to get fined again. And I don't know if it's by the pound, by the ounce, what he's getting fined, but for it's an expensive...
John Fury has finally issued an apology following the infamous press conference chaos that resulted in a massive financial penalty and widespread criticism across the boxing world. After weeks of controversy, Fury attempted to calm the storm, but many critics viewed the apology as a response to the consequences rather than genuine regret.
Gets into the moment, forgets himself. You can see, excuse the bad language, but this is, when you see that, this is the moment when he realised he beat up. It was that, when John had done it, like, shit, what have I done? But he had to own it. I think the pressure was on. The pressure is now on John to behave himself. He's distracted. A lot of attention.
The incident quickly became one of the most talked about moments in recent boxing history. What began as a heated exchange escalated into scenes that shocked fans and professionals alike, drawing attention away from the fight itself and toward the behavior outside the ring. Carl Froch was among the strongest critics of the incident. He argued that
If my father behaved like that at a press conference, I would put him straight and tell him. It's embarrassing and it can't be happening, mate. It's a really bad look for boxing. I'm actually surprised it's been allowed to go on and happen in a place where they're at, to be honest.
Language and aggressive conduct at a public press conference crossed a line that should never be accepted in professional sport. From his perspective, emotions and passion can never justify behavior that damages the image of boxing. Johnny Nelson also weighed in, describing the financial punishment as a costly lesson. He suggested that one emotional outburst had created consequences far beyond what
Sure, Carl's going to rip the life out of John after today. I think John did a job. John did a job and got the excitement going, got people talking. That's exactly what he did.
John, I know anyone involved likely expected. Instead of projecting strength, the incident raised questions about professionalism and self-control. Robert Smith emphasized another key point, stating that physical contact at a professional event immediately changes the nature of the situation. What some attempted to dismiss as promotion or theatrics became a much more serious discussion once boundaries were crossed in front of cameras.
They're great at self-promoting, aren't they? And listen, you've heard it all before, you've seen it all before. When Tyson Fury fights, the whole circus comes to town, and everybody just jumps on board and says the first thing that comes into their head. So it is what it is. Like I said, I don't think Froch should be disappointed with that one bit. You're not, certainly. So is it good for the sport? They're promoting the fight. Simple as that. They're just
and a global audience. Tony Bellew expressed disappointment as well, explaining that behavior of that nature reflects poorly on the entire sport. He stressed that boxing already faces enough criticism without major events being overshadowed by unnecessary confrontations away from the ring.
Listen, it's boxing, it's family. John's John. Both goading each other. Both very personal. Both means a lot to everybody. Shouldn't have done it, but he's done.
Dave Allen focused on the sporting side of the debate, arguing that no amount of controversy can replace actual boxing ability. While drama may generate headlines, victories are still earned through skill, experience, preparation, and performance once the bell rings. Promoter Frank Warren later acknowledged that the incident had gone too far, although apologies were exchanged.
Love that John is just so confident in himself. He would gas inside of 2 rounds. 2 rounds, but if he even made it 2 rounds with Carl Froch, he would gas probably in the first round. He's 60 years old. I'm not saying he couldn't hobble about for 4 rounds or something, but he would be gassed inside of 2. Because the way that John runs...
Afterward, he admitted that the images and footage had already spread worldwide. Once moments like that become public, they remain attached to an event regardless of how quickly both sides attempt to move forward. Duke McKenzie offered a different perspective, suggesting that controversy often attracts attention and increases public interest. While he did not defend the behavior itself, he pointed out that the incident brought significant attention to the fight and
Froch is a tough guy, and if Froch turns up, even though he's an old man now, he's nearly as old as me. No, he's not. He's quite younger than me, actually. Carl Froch. I'm 63. Anyway, but listen. Even Carl Froch, at the age that he is at, would still be enough for John Fury.
Assured that millions of additional fans were discussing it. Eddie Hearn tried to balance both sides of the argument. He made it clear that nobody wants to see violence or blood at a press conference, but he also acknowledged the reality that controversial moments often generate enormous interest in modern boxing. The challenge for the sport is finding the line between promotion and chaos.
He was on Mighty Mouse's podcast. No sauna, no cold plunge, no stretching.
I don't warm up, I don't stretch much, I just start training.
Doesn't do any of that. I just show up, start to train. It hits the gas, stays up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. His whole routine is totally contrary to everything that you've heard before. And this is how he weight cuts. I stop eating. He's like, what can the human mind force the human body to do? Well, the worst thing, though, is seeing a fighter fight flat because you know they overtrained.
Sparring 5 rounds on the day of your fight is silly. Imagine that you do a marathon. To warm up for that marathon, are you going to run a marathon? Of course not. That's ridiculous.
Not to take anything away from Jan, but when you stay that busy, those kind of fights, those training camps, I mean, it's hard to do.
Before that line disappears completely. Now the debate continues. Was this simply a moment of emotion that got out of control? Or did it reveal a deeper problem with the way boxing promotion is evolving? One thing is certain, the fallout from that press conference has become almost as memorable as the fight itself.